Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XLM. It's going to be a relatively quick video. I just want to bring you up to date on a few things. But I got to start with something else. In the last video, I talked about how they were delisting XLM from some exchanges. And right now we see the SEC also going after crypto wallets. Look what's going on around Ledger and now MetaMask as well. I think they're trying to know how much crypto we own on one hand, and on the other hand, they're trying to get us out of certain cryptos as well. I think XLM is going to be a very important crypto in the future. It's going to be tied to that new financial system. It's going to be a major money mover. So they don't think me or you should be holding it at all. They want retail out. I think if you sell your XLM in the future, you might have a hard time getting back into XLM because they're going to create laws that are going to keep us out of crypto, or we're going to have to go through an accredited investor to buy crypto in the future. Everything is pushing in that direction. It's not hard to see what's really going on. So discover the rising popularity of tokenized U.S. Treasury bonds as investors seek TradeFi yield in the digital asset space. Learn how platforms like Stellar facilitate this trend, bridging traditional finance and cryptocurrencies. Now, Stellar has been doing this with Franklin Templeton, and tokenization is becoming a much bigger industry year over year. We're so early into tokenization, it hasn't even got up and going yet. Once this really starts to take off, you're going to see the value in this because JP Morgan and some of the bigger banks are also looking to get into tokenization as well. But Stellar is so well positioned because of its network. On top of that, it's a nonprofit. And I think a lot of companies are going to choose to go with Stellar for tokenization in the future. So what is Stellar? Stellar is an open source network for storing and moving money. It allows you to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money, dollars, pesos, Bitcoin, and more. Stellar is designed to make money more accessible, affordable, and inclusive. It connects all the world's financial systems on a single network, enabling fast, cheap, and secure transactions across borders and currencies. That's its use case and its real world utility. And that's why they know there's a lot of value in this crypto. Sure, it's sitting at a low price right now, but I think in the future it's going to be so expensive. People are going to get priced out of it. Stellar is powered by a decentralized ledger that records every transaction in the network. Unlike typical blockchains, Stellar uses a consensus protocol that is fast, scalable, and energy efficient. It can handle thousands of transactions per second with minimal fees. It takes away all the fees that the big banks are collecting now in the future. Stellar has a native digital currency called Lumen, which is required for initializing accounts and making transactions on the network. Lumens also serve as a bridge currency for cross-asset payment and as an anti-spam measure. Take notice, it's a bridge currency, kind of like XRP. Two different markets they're looking at. XRP's looking at the big banks, XLM's looking at the person-to-person payments and beyond. Stellar also supports any other type of value that can be tokenized on the network. Remember, I said it's well positioned for tokenization. For example, you can issue a token that represents a US dollar, a euro, a gold bar, or a share of stock. These tokens can be traded on Stellar's built-in decentralized exchange. Stellar enables anyone to become an anchor, which is an entity that issues and redeems tokens for traditional currencies or other assets. Anchors act as bridges between the Stellar network and the existing financial system, providing liquidity and trust. Stellar is so well-rounded, and a lot of people are overlooking it right now. They don't see what most people see because the price isn't moving the way it should be moving. I still feel it's being very suppressed right now. Stellar is used by millions of people and thousands of businesses around the world for various use cases such as remittances, micropayments, asset exchanges, crowdfunding, and more. Micropayments, a lot of people overlook it, but there's going to be so many more micropayments happening than there's going to be bigger payments happening. That's how I feel about XLM in the future. My latest smart contract code game, built in close collaboration with an internet renowned artist, Robeck World, is dropping May 29th. Enlist now and collect the Elite Poster Collection before the game goes live. And I thought this was definitely worth a mention. rpsiege.com. You could check it out there. And the winner is Stellar 8 Assist, recognized for Best Innovation in Digital Currency category at the Digital Currency Conference 2023 Awards. And it's nice to see Stellar get recognized. And that 8 Assist is something that I believe other countries will adopt in the future because they see how well it works in the Ukraine right now. But what about Stellar? Also, we're going to talk about their partners. So Stellar is a blockchain platform that aims to connect people, payment system, and banks with fast, cheap, and reliable cross-border transactions. One of the earliest and most prominent partners of Stellar is IBM, the tech giant that chose to build its blockchain WorldWire service on top of the Stellar network. I talked about that in a previous Stellar video because I know that partnership is still alive and well. Stripe is one of the first backers of Stellar, having invested $3 million in the project in 2014. Stripe is a payment processing company that enables online businesses to accept payments from customers around the world. Stripe integrated Stellar into its platform, allowing merchants to accept XLM as a payment option and users to send and receive XLM via Stripe's API. You want people to be able to accept crypto payments in the future. That's how we get mass adoption. Right now, most people outside of crypto still think crypto is nothing but monopoly money. They can't hold it in their hand, so it isn't real. But when they buy something with that crypto, all of a sudden it becomes real to them. Now they see the value in it. HTC Exodus is a smartphone that features a built-in hardware wallet and supports multiple cryptocurrencies, including XLM. HTC Exodus partnered with Stellar in 2019 to make XLM one of the default cryptocurrencies on its device, along with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and BNB. HTC Exodus also supports Stellar-based tokens and applications such as SureRemit, a remittance platform that uses XLM to facilitate low-cost transfers. That's why the big banks are so afraid of XLM. They don't like the idea of something being cheap, eliminating a lot of the fees that the bank is collecting now. And I think that's why JP Morgan is trying to fast track into the crypto space. Other big banks are doing the same thing. They're trying to create their own blockchain network right now. But the problem is Stellar is already established. XLM is already going to be utilized by most countries. Franklin Templeton, which we talked about at the beginning of this video. That ties in with the U.S. government bonds, and it also ties in with tokenization as well. WireX is a digital banking platform that offers a multi-currency card and wallet that supports both fiat and cryptocurrencies. WireX partnered with Stellar in 2019 to launch 26 stablecoins pegged to various fiat currencies on the Stellar network. WireX also added support for XLM on its platform, allowing users to buy, sell, store, and spend XLM with their WireX card. And again, you want XLM to be utilized. You don't want it to be just stable coins. XLM has to be part of the system. That's where me and you make our money from. That's what pushes the price of XLM up. Barracoin is a project that aims to provide financial inclusion and power to African communities through a digital currency that is backed by solar energy. Barracoin partnered with Stellar in 2018 to launch its token on the Stellar network, enabling fast, cheap, and eco-friendly transactions across Africa. Vericoin also plans to use Stellar's built-in exchange feature to allow users to swap Vericoin for other currencies and assets. You see how easy Stellar makes it? Navati Group is a global software technology and payment service provider that offers solutions for mobile banking, digital wallets, remittance, billing, and more. Navati Group partnered with Stellar in 2018 to integrate its payment platform with the Stellar Network, enabling faster and cheaper cross-border payments for its clients. Take notice how it's all around payments and wallets and security, and they want that speed as well. Saldo is a Mexican fintech company that offers a digital wallet and payment platform for individuals and businesses. Saldo partnered with Stellar in 2018 to use XLM as a bridge currency for cross-border payments between Mexico and the US. Saldo also allows its users to buy and sell XLM within its app, as well as send and receive XLM to other Saldo users or external wallets. When you could buy XLM in that way without going to a centralized exchange such as Binance or maybe Coinbase, it's a much better option in the future. Tempo is a European licensed remittance provider that offers fast and low-cost money transfers to over 100 countries. Tempo partnered with Stellar in 2018 to use XLM as a bridge currency for cross-border payments, especially in regions where banking infrastructure is limited or costly. Tempo also integrated with Stellar's decentralized exchange feature, allowing its users to exchange XLM for other currencies and assets on the network. So now you see who's using XLM out there. And I think there's going to be other companies in the future. People are going to want to fast track onto the Stellar network. And I know Stellar is growing at a very alarming rate still. They're out there laying the groundwork for XLM. IOTA, Ripple, and Stellar to conquer trillion-dollar market with SWIFT under ISO 222 regulation. Now, I just want to mention one thing here. With all the aforementioned figures highlighting a promising industry opportunity for entrants, the recent development with IOTA, Ripple, Stellar, and SWIFT comes at a perfect time, presenting just the right environment for the blockchain networks to conquer the trillion-dollar low-value cross-border payment market. Remember when people said crypto wasn't going to be part of ISO? Now we see how it's becoming more and more relevant. And if you think XLM isn't going to be tied in with ISO, you're absolutely wrong. People always kept saying, it's just a messaging system. It's not even going to use crypto. But now here we are in 2023, and crypto is talked about alongside with SWIFT more and more on a daily basis. Because SWIFT needs to be fixed. It's an outdated system. What can fix it? Such cryptocurrencies as XLM, XRP, IOTA, as well as QNT, and other cryptocurrencies that are ISO compliant. But I'm going to leave you with this today. I'm very critical. I criticize the fact that Stellar talks more about USDC than they do XLM. But I never lost hope in XLM. I know it's going to be a high-valued cryptocurrency in the future. I think it's just not getting that recognition right now because all the talk is around stablecoins. All the regulations that are coming out are all aimed at stablecoins right now. Crypto regulations will come later. Once that happens, I think that's when XLM will be able to really shine, really be able to show its true value. But I do think we're going to see a massive run-up this year once Ripple wins against the SEC. So until then, we got to stay positive and stay patient. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.